Okay guys, so in the previous lectures we have learned how to work on mathematical functions and about the hands-on, using the command prompt. Now, until today we were doing or using our codes to compile our codes using command prompt, but now it's high time that we make a shift, that we move forward and we go towards an IDE, integrated development toolkit or enterprise. Okay, and in this case in Java, in this entire session we will be using Eclipse. We'll be using Eclipse as an IDE, and we'll be writing our codes and compiling it and running it in where? In Eclipse itself. Okay, in Eclipse itself. So let's quickly go and see how to download Eclipse, where you can get the Eclipse file, where to download it from, and all of that. Okay, so I'll see you in the screen. So here we are, and we are going to open our Google Chrome. So I'm going to open a new window. Okay, so all of you can see this new window, and I'll just open it quite strong, and here I'm going to type Eclipse. Okay, and I'll get a lot of things. I'll just go with the first one, whatever it comes. Okay, and here if you see, the first option that Google gives you is Eclipse download, the Eclipse foundation. Okay, now I'm gonna go inside this www.eclipse.org. okay, www.eclipse.org, and I'll see the Eclipse installer 2022-03. okay, now includes a JRE for Mac, Windows and Linux, all of it. Okay, so you don't have to do anything, you just have to go here, get Eclipse IDE 2022-03 and just click on download. So this will redirect you to a new page. Okay, this will redirect you to a new page. You just wait. Yes, so download from Korea Republic of Kako Corporation, HTTP. You might get Japan, you might get anything. Just go and click OK, download, and here you'll get this section. Thank you for the download, and your Eclipse IDE file is now getting downloaded. It's now getting downloaded. So we'll just wait for it to get downloaded, and then we'll be back quickly. Okay, so our file has downloaded. Our file has downloaded, if you all can see below. Okay, it's downloaded perfectly, and we'll quickly open it. Okay, we'll quickly open it and we'll start downloading. Okay, so just double click on this file. Okay, just double click on this file, and I'll just minimize this. Okay, and let's see what happens. So as you all can see, this file, once you double tap on your folder, you get Eclipse installer in your screen, and okay, and it's shown by OOMPH, and let it get installed. It'll take some time. Okay, it just takes a little bit of time, and you have to go with the time, don't worry. So can all of you see this? Yes, you can clearly see this. So I'll just elongate it a little bit. Okay, and now you'll be clear. So if you can see, you have Eclipse IDE for Java developers. Now you can read it. The essential tool for any Java developer, including a Java IDE, a Git client, XML editor, Maven, and Gradle integration. Apart from that, if you see the second one, Eclipse IDE for enterprise Java and web developers. Okay, now tools for developers working with Java web applications, including Java IDE tools for JavaScript, TypeScript, Java server pages and faces, YAML, Markdown, web services, JPA. Okay, and data tools, Mavens, and a lot of things. And you'll see the Eclipse for C, C++ developers and a lot of things. Okay, Eclipse IDE for Eclipse committers, for Java and developers, okay, DSL developers, and there's a lot of things. So in this case, at the beginning you can go for Eclipse IDE for Java developers also, or you can go for Eclipse IDE for enterprise Java and web developers. So let's go for Eclipse IDE for enterprise Java and web developers. So this is Java 11 plus virtual machine. Okay, installation folder, it will be installed in the this section only. Eclipse JEE 2022-03. create a start menu entry, create desktop shortcut. Okay, so now I have everything ready and I'm gonna install. So it will ask you, okay, for user agreement. You can come down, okay, you can come down and you can agree and accept now, okay, and it will install the Eclipse installer. Okay, it will install in some times. Okay, so after installation, okay, this will directly show you launch. Okay, so all you need to do is click on launch. So once you launch it, your IDE Eclipse will open in your screen. Okay, Eclipse IDE 2022-01. Okay, so once it's done, once it's done, it'll come to this section. Select a directory as workplace. Okay, we can say workplace or whatever it is, and Eclipse IDE uses the workspace directory to store its preferences and development artifice. Okay, so if you see, okay, what I'm going to do here also, you'll have to browse and check your workspace. Now for me, my workspace is C drive users, Siddharth and Eclipse workspace, and I'm just going to use as launch. So once you launch, okay, Eclipse IDE will launch in that particular section and it will open, and okay, it'll give you all those necessary details that are there. So as all of you can see in the screen, okay, all of you can see in the screen, you'll get something like this: Eclipse IDE for enterprise Java and okay, web developers. Now here you can grow and you can create a new Java web project. Okay, you can check out projects from Git, import projects and all of that. Okay, and just a second, let me close this. Yeah, here. Okay, and let me just enlarge this. Okay, you can create a new Java project or Eclipse project for Java and web development. Okay, so what we will do, we'll go first here only and click on create a new Java web project. Although it will not be a web project, in starting we'll be doing core Java. Okay, we'll be working on core Java, and later after that we'll be working on the web projects and everything. Okay, so let us say, okay, here if you see, you'll get this page, new dynamic web project. Okay, so here you can create a standalone Java based web applications or add it to a new or existing enterprise applications. Okay, fine. So we're going to use the project location as same, target no, dynamic web module version, let it be the way it is. Okay, so here I'll give a project name. Let's say sample, the favorite word that we have, right? And I'm going to go to this next section. And default output folder, it's going to create a build and classes for me inside this. So it'll have source, main and Java. If you all can see this, okay, it'll have source, main and Java. Fine, we'll go to next. Okay, it'll ask for content root, let it be sample, content directory, let it be source, main and web app. Okay, and you're good to go and you can finish it. So it'll take around few seconds. Okay, it'll take around few seconds to do it, and it'll create a project, and you can see this in your screen. Okay, you'll get a lot of things here to work on if you see your screen. Okay, you'll get a lot of things to work on if you see your screen. And now, okay, here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to this file. You can do one thing, you can go to this file. Okay, you can go create a class from the file as well, or you can click on this new section below the file. Okay, so if I go and click on new, you'll see a lot of things: Maven project, enterprise application, dynamic web project, and a lot of things. Okay, CSS, JavaScript file, and a lot of things. But we want to create a class here. Okay, we want to create a class and do some sample codings. Okay, we want to create a class and do sample codings. So I'll just go on this, and here I'll just press that, and here I'll get class. Can all of you see this class? Perfect. I'm going to go to next. Okay, I'm going to click on class and I'm going to go to next. Now my class will be inside this, and sample project, let it be default only. Right now I don't want to do anything. My class should be public. Okay, and it should have it should create its own main function as of now, Okay, we don't want anything else right now, and I want to name the class something. So let me say, let my class be SAMP, S-A-M-P. Okay, MP. The use of the default package is discouraged. Let it be discouraged right now. We'll encourage it later on. Now, which method stub would you like to create? Public static void main string args. This is my main function and I want to create that only. Okay. Now I'm going to go to finish section. If I go to finish, this will create a class for me called SAMP. If you see here, inside this default package, inside the source main Java, inside sample project, okay, inside sample project, inside it is source main and Java. There is a class that you have created called public class SAMP public static void main string args, auto generated method stub. Okay, now this is an auto generated method stub. So I'm just gonna erase all of these. Okay, and let us quickly do some sample coding and I'll show you how this works. Okay, here, yeah, now it looks a little better the way we do it. Okay, the beauty lies within, as we say, so you have to make sure that you're making your code beautiful. Let's say if I have int a is equals to 100 comma b is equal to 200. Okay, stopped it here. I went there down below. Okay, and int c is equal to a plus b and I give the semicolon. Okay, now I come here and I give the command system dot out, okay, dot print, okay, system out dot print, and I open the braces. I'll remove this default value and I'll give here, okay, let's say I'll add added value is equal to, okay, and I'll give a space here and I'll go and put a plus here and I'll write C. Okay, so system.out.print added value is equals to plus and C. Okay, now how do I compile this file? Okay, how do I compile this file and check if it's running or not? All I need to do is go to this play button section, green one, and I'll press here, okay, and I'll run it here. Okay, this is one way that you can run it. Okay, sample source main source Java SAMP Java. You can select this and you can press OK. Once you press OK, it's gonna run and you'll get the output. Now console should open here. Just a second. Okay, just 1 second. It's running. Yeah, so your console will come automatically and your console will show, your console block will come and your console block will show you added value is 300. Yes, so it will show you added value is 300, and this is how you can create a project and work on Eclipse. Okay, so from now onwards, all our basic work and all of the details we'll be doing in Eclipse. Okay, we'll be coding in Eclipse. You know which section to download, what to do and what not to do, say in the video, and you'll get a set of JRE libraries which comes directly, okay, from the JDK file that you had created. We have JAX WS web services, services endpoint interfaces, web services. We all will be using these dangerous details later on. Okay, so we have deployment description sample, we have filters, listeners, servlets, mapping, servlets, welcome pages, and all of that inside this entire project. We have this build section. Okay, we have the source, we have the main section. Inside main section we have Java, and inside Java is your code. Inside web app we have meta, INF, and web. So all of these are there. Okay, all of these are here only for all of you. So this is how we do coding in Java.